Hi, welcome to my first video. I'm Lawrence and I'm going to show you some silly home handy stuff that's one of the things that I really enjoy doing in life and thought I would share with you. So what we're going to do today is we're going to install a bench vise on my homemade reclaimed wood bench that I put together 4 or 5 years ago. I've always wanted a vise. A vise is just so handy for any kind of shop work where you don't have like 4 hands. So basically all the time. Specifically, I want to be able to sharpen an axe with the file and have it be easy. Sharpening is kind of my #1 thing right now on my mind, but we'll get to more of that later. So today, I'm gonna install a bench. So let me show you what we're gonna use to do that. Got our vise right here, and I'm gonna put it on the corner here. I hope having it on the right corner is good, and I shouldn't have it on the left corner. I think that'll be good for my shop setup. Anyway, and also the corner, because the middle just takes up the whole bench. So I've got a bunch of other space to work with. This one's pretty straightforward. You know, if I could loosen it, you can see that it swivels 360 degrees. It's got 4 mounting holes here. Pretty straightforward. I got kind of a big one. I'll put the model number in the notes, but not everybody needs a vise this big, but I really wanted one. I've wanted one for a long time. So then it's gonna be pretty simple to mount. We're just gonna drill some holes here. These are 3/8 inch by 2 inches. Hex bolts. I've essentially measured the depth from here to the underside of the table. The table is like nominal inch thick wood. So got my hex bolt, washer on top, bolt through here. On the bottom, I'm gonna put another washer. I'm gonna put a lock nut. A locking washer. You know, this will distribute, the flat washer distributes the force along the wood so that you get, you know, more surface area to connect. And then a washer here. I'm using the lock washer. That might not be totally necessary. I could probably use Loctite, but there's going to be a lot of banging and movement and pressure applied to this. So I feel like there's going to be a bunch of vibration, and that'll just hold these in place. They're also going to be fully visible underneath. So like it'll be obvious when it's loose, but this should hopefully just make it a set it and forget it exercise. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. So I'm gonna drill a hole. These are 3/8 inch. I don't know, I'm gonna probably drill an oversized hole. I'm kind of excited about these guys. These are my drill bits that have a hex head, so it's just quick in and out on the drill. I've never had those before, so that's pretty exciting. So, you know, the usual line it up. Is it big enough for this? That looks like it. Maybe I ought to go the next size up. Let's see. Actually, yeah, this is how I usually eyeball it. I could probably measure it. Eight, 6, 7. All right, so that'll work. And it'll be really tight, which is awesome. So line it up. Because this moves side to side, I don't really care how well it's lined up. Take my fancy marker, or whatever marker that you use, and mark some holes. Move this thing out of the way, big chungus. And let's get to drilling. Turn the tension up to, to drill mode here. Make sure we're going in the right direction. And bingo. Let's see, we got a little washer on top. Okay, now you can see the underneath. See, I got my 4 things sticking down. You can see also my quality paint job. So we're gonna take 1 washer, 1 lock washer, and 1 nut. I'm gonna have to find that one again. Let's put it right on there. Oof, I'm real good at this, you can tell. Well, we're gonna have to skip the lock washers. That's freaking lame. Okay. Well, the lock washers were too thick. That's a real bummer. But whatever. We will now just get to tightening. 18ths. Just a quick note, let's see if you can kind of see it. It's probably hard to tell, but the point I wanted to make is that with using these tools, using a ratchet and a socket wrench to tighten these down into wood, the tighter you make it, the more this washer is just going to grind into the wood. You don't really need to do that, just cinch it down tight. You just don't want this moving. And of course, this is going to move. Now this is attached to the bench. It's going to move as much as the bench moves. So that's another little variable in this, but I'm pretty excited about this and how it turned out. All right, thanks for watching. Our bench vise is installed now. And yeah, I guess live and learn. These lock washers take up a lot more thickness than I thought. So I was trying to minimize how much the screws, the hex bolts stuck out from the bottom of the table. And so the lock washers didn't fit. So it's all good. Now I just gotta put some stuff away and then I'll be ready for some excitement.